Past 3, it's time to get started. Was the meeting posted?
Yes.
Okay.
Commission will now take up application for all alcoholic beverages, special one day. Fernando Souza of the Holy Ghost Society for events at Holy Ghost Park at 65 Village Street. The first event is for the Holy Trinity fundraiser, Saturday, July 23rd, from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. The second event is a Brazilian night club night for Saturday, August 6th, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. And the third event is a bike run for autism. It's a fundraiser for Saturday, August 13th, from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Introduce yourself for the record.
I'm Fernando Sousa, the president of the Holy Ghost.
Okay. And as I understand it, this maxes your licenses out.
Correct.
Okay? I need to let you know that I've had a number of complaints
When is that, sir?
about the noise level.
Okay.
I did stop out there last week as a courtesy. There was a lady who was having a wedding reception.
Mm-hmm.
There were cars in the yard, obviously that were not hers, but yet nobody would answer the door.
Well, the main door is always open.
Well, it wasn't that day because she was trying to get in. That's where her daughter's wedding reception was.
Actually,
being
there was two events going on. The other event was in the Quali Stadium that had nothing to do with the Holy Ghost.
held. Well, I'm going to tell you this: you got a 2 o'clock and a 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The neighborhood is not going to tolerate a lot of noise out
I
there.
understand, sir, but it's indoors.
I don't want to hear that it wasn't us; it was the Brazilians.
I
This is
understand.
listen to me carefully, then you can just laugh and go off. your
Okay,
way.
no, that's
You
fine.
know what? When something happens, I can look you right in the eye and say, "Look, I warned you."
Right.
Okay? Now I know some people out there. I know the fellow commissioners do. Nobody's written a letter. Now is the time for you to pay attention, not when a letter comes
Exactly.
down.
Exactly.
Because if people are talking now, that means they're getting bothered.
I understand,
If they're
sir.
getting bothered, then guess what? The next level is, let's write a letter to the manager or to the
the club.
So 2 o'clock is,
2
any
o'clock
night's
is
a bit
right.
late for a neighborhood type thing.
Absolutely.
But, people get up Monday morning and go to work. Friday and Saturday night, I can see midnight. After midnight, you got to say to folks, hey, let's try to contain the noise inside if we
Sure.
can, okay?
Absolutely, sir.
Just trying to be
Absolutely. I
ahead of the
agree.
game for you,
Okay.
okay? Any questions?
Nope.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Please convey my message to them.
Absolutely, I will.
Next on the agenda.
Commission now take up the application for a special one-day license for malt beverages and wine only. Robert E. Kinney, Saturday, August 13th, 2011, from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the location of 163 Packard Boulevard. This is the site of the Heritage Farm. It would be an outdoor concession, fence enclosed, and it would be in conjunction with the Merrimack Valley Jazz Festival.
Introduce yourself for the record.
Yes, sir. My name's Robert Kenny. I'm a producer and owner of Adagio Entertainments. Excuse me. I'm executive producer of the the Merrimack Valley Jazz Festival.
Okay, you are the promoter.
Yes.
Where is the fellow that owns,
Heritage?
yeah,
We didn't know he was going to have to be here. We had put this application in to do it at the DCU Park, and they had turned it down, so we had to change the criteria. And Mr. Howard has agreed to use his parking lot in the back end of his parking lot, which he has many, many functions, in a fenced-in area, all fenced in with detail.
this is going to be where, on his side or the other side?
Excuse me, the festival's on the other side at the pavilion.
This is going to be on the other side?
The other side, yes, sir.
The ice cream stands
Yes, sir.
here? It's going to be on the river side
Yes,
of it,
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
And do you go through the Parks Department for that?
Yes, I have, sir. Yep. I've got all the permits. The festival's all set up.
Have you done this before?
No, I haven't,
No.
sir. It's the first time,
Okay.
so I've run into a lot of unexpected
All right.
unknowns.
So you're gonna have people walking back and forth?
Yes, we are, sir.
Opposed
Yes.
to where the,
Yep.
Ice cream is.
across
Yep.
the boulevard?
Which I don't have a problem with. They do a good job at crossing, and I'm sure, well, usually on Monday nights and Tuesdays, when they have the cars and they have, then they have the motorcycle nights.
Right,
They have
right.
police there. Is that correct, Lieutenant?
Yes.
I've always seen a couple of policemen there, so that I don't have, I just,
I met with the details to have,
Well,
make sure I'm uniform to crossing street. They're
Yeah,
gonna give me 3 cops.
across the road.
Yep.
My question is, if the license is in your name
Yeah.
and the property is owned by Heritage, how are you gonna be in
No,
possession of
it's
the?
not. It's not. It's this here. It's this side of the river. That's why I'm wondering how, he's a promoter for this guy using
Yeah, but-
state land.
Yeah, but where's the alcohol's gonna be in the
No,
parking lot of
over here.
Heritage? No.
Yes.
The alcohol's gonna be,
At Heritage, right, in the parking lot at Heritage. Fenced-in area at Heritage, so people will be crossing the
okay,
street.
so it's not gonna be on the riverside.
No, it can't be on the riverside,
That's what I
sir.
asked. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I got
I'm
confused.
sorry, sir, yep.
I was born confused anyways. That's my kids,
So
they'll
that's
tell
what I'm
you.
saying, there's gonna be people walking
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
forth between the music
Okay.
over here
Whoa.
and the beer and wine over
Yeah,
here.
you're right.
And, you don't have control of these premises at Heritage, do you?
As
No.
far as the festival,
They're not yours.
we're working in conjunction with Bobby. Bobby's name is on the assurance liability, and I also have a Princeton Station professional staff that'll be doing all the serving. The licensed professional Princeton Station restaurant from North Chelmsford, the licensed bartender, it's all professionally set up. There's nothing that's not set up. I ran into a snag yesterday with the liability insurance, and unfortunately, Princeton Station's on vacation. I won't see him until tomorrow, which I brought into Ryan yesterday. And it was unexpected to be unprepared today.
So is Heritage named here? Is that Dan, is Heritage named as a?
Yeah, they're on my liability, yes.
Doesn't include liquor liability, though.
Right.
It's just liability.
I mean, I guess my concern is, if you overserve someone, they get into a car accident,
Right.
and then they're gonna, or they get walked across the street and get hit, they're gonna sue Heritage, and what authorization do we have from Heritage?
Well,
Yeah.
they're on the insurance liability. Their
No, that's
insurance-
not liquor liability.
Okay, well, insurance assured me,
No,
Okay.
We don't trust insurance
We-
agents to get the
Okay,
law
I got
right.
you guys. I
They're
got you.
insurance
Okay.
They're
agents,
almost
they're
as
not
bad as
lawyers.
lawyers,
Okay.
trust me.
Yeah. Now, can I ask a question?
You know, and you know, I'm just looking at it and see, we like to, and I can concur with the commissioner, you know, we like to have the manager be the owner, be the person. We've had instances where people own the bar room or
Yeah.
own the facility.
Right.
And they hire a promoter.
Right, yeah,
And then we get into, well, that's what the promoter did.
right, yeah.
You know, and I think he's got a very valid
meeting
point.
before
Yeah.
that, right?
That the guy that
August.
owns the place should be the guy with the liquor license.
Okay, yep.
He's the guy that's putting everything at risk,
Okay, yep.
so.
Well, I mean, we have a meeting August 11th, if we could get,
Yeah, could I come back and
Why don't we do
set
that?
up that
Yeah.
criteria?
You know,
That'd
do
be
you
appreciated.
understand what we're saying?
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, Ryan and I have discussed it for
You know,
sure, and yes, we
okay.
do see that liability.
Where we just make a,
Continue to August.
August 11th.
make a motion to continue.
I'll second.
Seconded, all in favor, say yes.
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 Thank you.
And when you come back in, make sure you have like some details on how you're gonna handle
Yep.
people going back and forth from the bar
Yep.
to the music.
Okay, yeah.
And, I mean, that's not a roadway that's light on traffic,
Right,
especially on a
exactly,
Saturday
yes,
night.
Yeah,
I want the details for,
police and, yep.
Well, yeah, you know, you can't expect now the policeman, unless you want to hire, you know, 18 policemen,
No, 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 I
okay?
mean, I have
I mean,
personal
you
staff
gotta
and
know
everything
that
gonna be
the
here, yes.
policeman cannot be held responsible
Right,
to
right.
make sure they're not walking out with drinks.
Right.
That's the manager of records' responsibility.
and my other concern is I wanna make sure that if there's gonna be this, I say for lack of a better term, attractive nuisance across the street,
Yep,
that's going to create all this foot traffic back and forth, that there's some plan in place to manage and mitigate the traffic, because you're talking about creating a major public
Yes, sir.
inconvenience,
yes, sir.
especially with people saying, I'm going to go have a drink, now I'm going to go back to the show, I'm going to have another drink, I'm going to go back to the show.
Right.
And we're going to have a bunch of drunks walking across the street while people are trying to
Understandable,
drive.
yes, sir, yep,
Okay?
yes, sir.
Thank you,
Yep.
sir.
Thank you, guys.
Next on the agenda.
Commission will now take applications for special event permits for amplification of sound, starting with Camilla LLC, doing business as reservations, the enclosed outdoor area adjacent to 179 Central Street, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee, Dolores Cruz manager, for Thursday, July 28th to Saturday, October 29th, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Sunday to Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 12 midnight, Thursday to Saturday. Also, the Merrimack Valley Jazz Festival, the promoter is AGO Entertainments, Robert E. Kinney representative, for Saturday, August 13th, 2011, from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Heritage Samples Pavilion, Pawtucket Boulevard. A sound system for live music, the big band, jazz music. Is Eric Sachs here?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, why don't we leave out the Merrimack Valley Jazz Festival also, because he's gonna come back before us, and I don't think it makes much sense to grant him a sound application license until we...
They're different locations. One's the alcohol's on one side of
No,
the
no,
street.
I understand that, but I mean, is he gonna have it if he doesn't get the alcohol?
Well,
You are anyways. Okay, all right. Then fine,
come
leave
to
it
the-
there. I was just trying to simplify it.
no, his,
You'll have it regardless then?
Regardless,
Okay,
yes, sir.
all right,
Yeah, it's already in the motions.
okay. Introduce yourself for the record.
Robert E. Kenny, producer of the Merrimack Valley Jazz
Thank you.
Jazz
Next.
Show. Yeah.
Dolores Cruz, Camila, reservations.
Okay. Sound amplification is what we call, we refer to as a common sense license. Okay, if you're 3 blocks away and you can hear the music like it's right there, something's wrong.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
You know, you're downtown, you got the music going, somebody always wants to hit, give it some more bass, let's crank it up, get the windows vibrate. You know, common sense, it's that simple.
Yep.
Doesn't require a lot of brain power, okay?
In regards to Camila LLC, you're looking for a license right through October. Just on Thursday nights, you're downtown, so it's, you know, people residing downtown and might have to work on Saturday, Friday. So just make sure you keep
Yep.
it in check.
Sure.
Okay, make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
okay?
okay. Commission will now take up applications for sidewalk stand permit. Mark Coder for doing business as the Mark's Running and Fitness at 118 Merrimack Street for a seasonal permit. Also, Rock Daddy Gear, Inc., Shirley Pierce Treasurer for premises at 66 Merrimack Street, also seasonal permit.
Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Mark Adair, Mark Running and Fitness.
Shirley Pierce, Vice President and Treasurer of Rock Daddy Gear.
Okay. I presume you've got your insurance and your, you know, liability for the city. Okay, this is seasonal, so, you're gonna are you gonna be open during the folk festival?
Yes.
You're gonna be out there, okay? You understand as far as the rules of the folk festival are concerned, you can only sell those items that you normally sell in your store. You can't bring in something from the outside that you don't normally carry. You must keep at least a minimum of 4 feet in front of your booth or whatever so people can pass by. That's kind of important, especially during the folk festival. We get a lot of folks from out of town, people that might be in a wheelchair or one of those electric, you know, go-kart type things. They need to be able to get by so that you can't obstruct the sidewalk. Outside of that, anything?
Make a motion to approve.
Hey, nice haircut.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor say yes.
Yes.
All set.
Thank you.
I feel like George Costanza carrying 25 right now on the Seinfeld.
This is all
Oh, yeah.
And then he's racing,
paying your paid, right?
Yeah.
and then his breaks down, so he picks it up and starts running.
I'm healed. I'm healed.
Nice of this guy to take his hat off.
Hey, Ryan.
We'll let him wait till the end.
Ryan, is that, are you Eric?
Oh,
Do you want to recall Mr. Sack for the South Asian Water Festival?
Eric Sack is here on behalf of the Southeast Asian Water Festival for Saturday, August 20th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is at the Heritage Campus Pavilion, Pawtucket Boulevard, a sound system for live music and disc jockey.
Introduce yourself for the record.
Yes, my name's Eric Sack.
How long have you been doing this, Eric?
The Water Festival, I've been on the board for 2 years now.
Yeah? Okay, and how long have you been involved with it?
I've been involved for about 14 of the years.
Okay.
Helping film.
No problems that I know of.
I make a motion to approve.
It's a
Motion made.
great event.
Seconded, all in favor,
Second.
say yes.
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 Yeah, thank you.
Right. Next on the agenda.
Well, the next item on the agenda, the attorney is anxiously waiting for his client, and that's to do with the secondhand motor vehicles license
Okay,
application.
skip it and go to the next one.
We have a communication from the superintendent of police to the board dated June 30th. Allegation that the Middle Street Village Inc., doing business as the Village Smokehouse, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 9298 Middle Street, has been cited for violation of law and regulation governing the sale and service of alcohol beverages.
Make a
I have
motion.
provided you with a copy of the communication,
Yeah.
and want to schedule it for hearing
Yep, make a motion to get him in.
Make a motion to bring him in on
August 11th.
August 11th?
Okay,
That's enough
All
time
right.
for you to give them the 14
14
days?
days, yeah.
yeah.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say yes.
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 Okay,
Just for the record, as far as the executive secretary's report, when we met on July 7th, 2 licenses were granted to Cynthia A. Nelson of the Riverhawks Inc. One was for the date of July 7th, the second was for Wednesday, July 13th. For some unknown reason, that license was not issued. I tried to reach Ms. Nelson, but she has not returned my call.
did she
So-
pay for it?
No.
Oh, Marty's got more money than we have, you should have grabbed your check.
Well, I think she had to use one of her personal checks. So that was for the first one, July 7th date. So maybe the,
So the UML is making the employees buy the
Oh,
licenses.
man,
now.
hey, Marty, come on, take
They
a
don't want
little,
to raise
So-
tuition.
take a little money
I
out of
just,
that.
for the record, you can just vote to cancel it out.
Move to cancel.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a recess for 5 minutes?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, you're getting the 3 licenses now. Carmen,
Yes,
she gave you $500.
exactly, that's right.
I want to see your, give her that difference, so give her 125.
That's fine, you can go back there and play, because of the reimbursement from the okay?
Here. Make a motion to reconvene?
Yes, second.
Okay.
All in favor, say
Yes,
yes.
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 I'll introduce the matter. There was an application before the board for a secondhand motor vehicles license, used car dealer, Class 2. The corporation is CP&T Corporation. Peter Van Nugent is the president, for premises at 1429 Middlesex Street, also 913, 915 Pawtucket Street. It's an open lot for sale and storage of motor vehicles. It's the east side sales area is approximately 2,520 square feet. There is a west side sales area approximately 5,200 square feet, with an adjacent sales office, which is approximately 163 square feet. The Zoning Board of Appeals had granted a special permit with conditions on June 13th, and the decision had been filed with the city clerk on June 24th, and that appeal period has expired.
And Attorney James Harrington, representing CP&T, and I apologize, I'm not sure, we've had some kind of communication issue, but my client is not with me this afternoon. Yeah, I was expecting him here, and which is not like him, so there had to be some mistake, unfortunately. I'm not sure what the board's pleasure would be, but I would be willing to go forward on behalf of my client only because we are under some timelines with our purchase and sale agreement. So, worst cases, I guess would request a continuance.
Has he been in the business before?
Yes, he currently has a license at the property, doesn't directly abut, but on the property to the left.
Okay, what's in between? You say it doesn't directly abut.
There's a brook in between, and then there's a little sliver of property from one of the businesses in the back that comes out to the street. So
I saw you had a big board. Do you still have that? Yeah, so I guess you had did you have a plan layout?
the plan, yes, I do. And
Okay,
I-
that'd be great. It's easier than my asking 100 questions.
Oh, there it is.
You can just bring it up here, yeah.
Oh, here you go.
There you go, Ryan, Raymond, right there.
So this is the edge of our property here, actually, the brook runs through here. His property, this is a piece of the parcel from behind that comes through, and then
Okay.
this is actually, it meets at a point. This is the property next door where the currently.
You see it right here?
Okay.
So they, on the street, they're neighbors, but they're not technically butters because the boundaries aren't on.
And how many cars were they authorized?
The ZBA didn't limit, we had represented to the ZBA.
That's what they
over
currently
30
have.
cars, they didn't make any conditions. We thought that, I left there thinking it was
We're
a
gonna
condition.
expand into
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So from getting this right, this is where they're currently located? and the-
Okay, that used to be the old
Oh, no, that's,
soda place. Wasn't that the old
This is the-
Savoy sodas?
this must be back when it used to be a car lot.
Okay.
Yeah, the image is GIS, and it's probably at least 2 years old, or at least
Charisma
two.
across the street here?
Charisma is across the street. If you just,
Go ahead.
Carman Auto had this site. This is apparently Carman Auto's vehicles at the time he had a license at that location, at least 2-3 years ago. The applicant presently has this location at 465 Middlesex Street, which has a license there for used car dealers. He's an auto body or auto repair business. This license he's held under this current corporate name, CP&T Corporation, since at least the mid-1980s, so thereabouts. So, and now obviously Attorney Harrington is here to represent the fact that the plan indicates that there would be 2,500 square feet right here and approximately 5,200 square feet over here, with this office being right there. This is only a kind of give you a real clear view, whereas his plan is the accurate representation.
And you're
How
saying
many
that there's,
cars are you gonna put in there?
he just said no more than 30, and I just cut, I mean, there's well over 50 there now, but.
So, I mean, it's held more. It's clearly,
And
it's
is he gonna take, he's
kind
gonna,
of a condition, traditional
he's
use.
gonna close this used car lot and move over here?
Not necessarily.
No, you're gonna keep
Might
both
keep
of them
them both
open?
I
open.
think he probably wouldn't be as jammed up next door. I think that's their issue.
Okay.
That's why I want
I'll make,
I just wanted to point out that there is, excuse me, The plan that I had, that Attorney Harrington had filed, if you were to use the standard form of 180 square feet per vehicle, I think it's, what is it, 9 feet by 20 for a vehicle, where you would place the car plus the space around it.
Yeah.
Thereabouts, so there's, for 2,500 space, you're looking at 14 vehicles. Over here, you're looking at approximately 29 vehicles for 5,200 square feet.
So four.
And it's important to note here too, we've done everything within the lot that they own. Their actual use here goes back, the pavement goes up into the.
Back to the
railroad
tracks.
property. Yeah, so it's, we've kept everything within the legal use, but their practical use is gonna approach a bit back there, so.
Well, we haven't had any problems with them at this site, have we? That I know of, or that I ever remember them coming in. I,
But let me just point out to you also, member of the commission, is that the corporation that's presently licensed is only in the name of the father, Peter Senior.
We've changed it.
And so if there's amendment, this new application shows that 2 sons of Peter's also are officers. And in speaking with Attorney Harrington the other day, pointed out that this license that's currently in effect for 1465 Middlesex would need to be amended, the corporation need to be amended to reflect the new officers, because it's a separate license. As opposed to whatever action you may take this afternoon, should you take action, this is a new license, a separate location, separate entity.
So we'll come back and square that up.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
motion made and seconded, all in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you got, about 30, what do you say, 34 cars, 35 cars in that area. Get this one straightened away.
Yep.
You know, no junk cars, no parts laying around. You know,
Yep.
it's a used car lot, not a junkyard,
Yep,
okay?
yep, absolutely. Thank you.
Tell your client he got his money worth having you down here today.
All right, appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
With that, I'll make, anything else?
Anything else? Anything coming up?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Coming home, Benjamin.